afternoon and welcome to Pakistan Today News from our London studio. I'm Chris Taylor. Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Ishaq Dar has announced that the 27th constitutional amendment will soon be presented in Parliament. He stated that the amendment will be introduced with full transparency and in accordance with the Constitution and legal procedures. The process will begin with a detailed debate in the Senate. However, opposition parties have voiced concerns, suggesting that the proposed amendment may undermine the powers devolved under the 18th Amendment. In response to the growing law and order situation in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf (PTI) has decided to convene a peace jirga in the Provincial Assembly on the 12th of November. The decision came after a high-level meeting chaired by Chief Minister Sohail Afridi and PTI Provincial President Junaid Akbar. The jirga will bring together around 20 political parties, former governors and chief ministers, civil society groups, and the Bar Association to build a collective front for restoring peace in the province. Let's now go live to Lahore, where our reporter Drake Rowland has more details on the PTI's peace jirga. Drake, over to you.
Thank you, Chris. The announcement of a peace jirga in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa has sparked significant discussions in political circles here in Lahore. The provincial government and opposition are both closely watching the developments, particularly regarding the involvement of political parties and civil society. Critics have raised concerns that while the jirga may bring together various groups, it may not address the root causes of the violence in the region. The PTI, however, remains hopeful that it will lead to meaningful dialogue and eventual peace. Back to you, Chris.
Thank you, Drake, for that report. In Doha, President Asif Ali Zardari has held a high-level meeting with Qatar's Prime Minister Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdulrahman Al Thani. The two leaders focused on enhancing bilateral trade, investment, and regional peace. The discussions also covered expanding cooperation in the fields of energy, infrastructure, defense, and manpower export. Zardari praised Qatar's role in promoting dialogue and peace efforts in the Middle East, reaffirming Pakistan's commitment to deepening its long-standing partnership with Qatar. The Ministry of Overseas Pakistanis has strongly criticized a new rule introduced by the Federal Investigation Agency, which requires attestation by a grade 18 official for Pakistanis traveling abroad. The ministry termed the rule unacceptable, citing concerns it would impose unnecessary travel restrictions on overseas Pakistanis, especially laborers. However, it clarified that those holding a valid protector certificate would be allowed to travel without hindrance, and the government remains committed to safeguarding citizens' fundamental rights. The 556th birth anniversary celebrations of Baba Guru Nanak, the founder of Sikhism, have officially begun at Nankana Sahib, his birthplace in Pakistan. Over 10,000 Sikh pilgrims, including 2,100 from India, as well as many others from the US, Canada, and Europe, are participating in the week-long festivities. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif extended heartfelt greetings to the Sikh community, emphasizing Guru Nanak's message of peace, tolerance, and harmony. The celebrations will culminate with a grand closing ceremony in Hassan Abdal, Punjab. In New York City, Zohran Mamdani has made history as the city's 111th mayor, becoming the first Muslim, first South Asian, and youngest mayor in over a century at the age of 34. Mamdani, a progressive candidate, defeated former Governor Andrew Cuomo and Republican Curtis Sliwa in a highly competitive race, securing over 50% of the vote. His campaign focused on housing affordability, rent control, free public transit, and higher taxes on the wealthy. Mamdani was supported by figures like Bernie Sanders and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, though his candidacy was marred by Islamophobic attacks and criticism of his views on Palestine. In sports, the Pakistan cricket team has defeated South Africa by 2 wickets in the opening one-day international at Iqbal Stadium in Faisalabad. The win was propelled by standout performances from bowlers Naseem Shah and Abrar Ahmed. However, in a contrasting development, pacer Haris Rauf was suspended for the first 2 ODIs of the series after breaches of the International Cricket Council's Code of Conduct during the Asia Cup. The contrasting developments mark a thrilling start to the Pakistan-South Africa series, one of triumph on the field and controversy off it. That's all for now. You're watching Pakistan Today News. I'm Chris Taylor.